This is the harbor view from the hotel room in Istanbul. Day 4. We depart at 8 o'clock.
It's about 2 hours later. We will make our first stop, and then after that we drive another hour and a half, and then we get to our lunch place. For lunch, it's on our own, but it's about 2 hours later. We will make our first stop, and then after that we drive another hour and a half, and then we get to our lunch place. For lunch, it's on our own, but and then from there we drive to Gallipoli. Gallipoli is the name of the town we call in Turkish Gelibolu. Gelibolu. Yes, and that's where we give our lunch break. The war memorial sites are at the tip of this peninsula. This is European part of Turkey. The rest is Asian side of Turkey. So this is all Asian continent, Asian, as the Romans called it, Asia Minor. Asia Minor. So today we drive to Canakkale. Canakkale is on the Asian side. So we will be spending our first night in the Asian part of Turkey, and we will be spending the rest of the trip in Asian side.
3個幾鐘頭車。
Area, but it's real, right? You have to practice first.
Yeah.
Do some shorter climbs. Hotel services, Karapares çevireceksin. Many foreigners live here. A lot of Arabs live this. Of 1915. On our left side we'll pass under its highway, which connects to the land. In order to build this bridge, they had to build an artificial island over there, rocks, and put the towers are in the water, if you notice.
From Istanbul, we now arrive Gallipoli Peninsula. There are 6 monuments and 31 cemeteries very close to each other. We visit 1 monument and 3 cemeteries. This memorial has been constructed by the Turkish government. War Memorial at Gallipoli in remembrance of Turkey and Australian soldiers who died in 1915.
Those heroes that shed their blood and lost their lives, you are now lying in the soil of a friendly country. Therefore, rest in peace. There is no difference between the Johnnies and the Mehmets to us, where they lie side by side here in this country of ours. You, the mothers who sent their sons from faraway countries, wipe away your tears. Your sons are now lying in our bosom, and are in peace. After having lost their lives on this land, they have become our sons as well.
During World War I in 1915, the Australian and New Zealand soldiers landed Gallipoli Peninsula at Anzac Beach, trying to open a supply route to Russia through the Black Sea. The Australian and New Zealand soldiers trying to land here, but after 8 months, they failed their mission, and they evacuated from this beach. 391 Commonwealth soldiers died here in 1915.
metre, 50 metre, 20 metre, 10 metre, 5 metre derken şimdi geliyor dibimize.
In the battles at Gallipoli 1915, the British and French soldiers tried to force the Ottoman Empire out of the war. After 8 months, they failed and withdrew. This memorial was constructed by the New Zealand government. It contains 753 names of New Zealand soldiers and 5,000 Australian and New Zealand troops who have no known graves. Turkish 57 Regiment Memorial Park. In World War I, 44,000 Allied soldiers were killed trying to take the Gallipoli Peninsula from the Ottomans. About 87,000 Ottoman Empire soldiers lost their lives defending the place. There are two statues at the Turkish memorial, an oldest Gallipoli veteran and her granddaughter, and a Turkish soldier.
When you line all 500 buses back to back, this whole road becomes a parking lot. And nobody could move unless everybody decides to go. So we were really here for hours or hours. We spent the night here on that site. You see the stairs, you can go up on the upper deck, and it's nice view. You can enjoy seeing two continents from the boat. And there is also a cafeteria inside, and there are waiters selling drinks with their drinks on the table. I mean, on the tray. So they are extra. Sometimes people think it's free. They pick it up, and the guy comes around for a second round and collects the money. It's cheap. If you look to the left side, beyond the marina, in the park, there's a black horse, big horse. Not here, across other side. That's the horse used in the Hollywood movie by Brad Pitt.
We are going from Gallipoli Peninsula through the strait to our hotel in Canakkale. This waterway is a shortcut to the Black Sea and Russia, and that is why Australia and New Zealand wanted to occupy Gallipoli in 1915 but failed. The big signage says, "Stop passenger." You pass through here freely now without knowing it. But in 1915, the Allies failed to occupy Canakkale. We find a black wooden horse here in Helen of Troy.
They have also, spa. There are some, uneven terrain in 2 archaeological sites. Just put on some comfortable walking shoes. They are very open-minded people.